Did they give you sleeping pills and shit?
No. Well, I worked with a lot of the doctors to not be on medicine. So like to get back to that, is when I was younger and they didn't know what was going on with me, I was a little kid that, you know, and I had a lot of those symptoms. It wasn't.
Did your parents think there was something wrong?
Yeah, but when they brought me into like neurologists or different doctors back when we lived back east in Maine, it was always like, oh, he has ADHD. Oh, it was easy stuff because, you know, oh, let's just give him some Ritalin or some Concerta, or, you know, like easy. Oh, ADHD, he just doesn't want to pay attention. There's this brand name Concerta. When I started going in, they did the neurology test and so the Concerta they prescribed me. So I was a Mormon kid who had never experienced what any drugs do to you at this point in my life.
Because you guys are drinking Sprite and shit.
Yeah, it's just like, no, for real. It's
I know all about it.
Super clean, never taken it. And then here it is like, oh, first time I'm taking a pharmaceutical drug. So I don't understand what's going on in a lot of it. But that was what I was talking about, social cues. I was bullied in school a lot. And when I was bullied in school a lot, it was mostly because of things, like I said, I thought these people are my friends and they're not my friends. They didn't want to be my friends.
You just weren't picking up on these cues.
Yeah, and so and they really didn't want to be my friends, but I kept trying to hang around them and be their friends. It's like that annoying, now I look back and it's like that annoying character in the movie. It's just trying to hang out and be the friend. And they're just like, what the fuck are you doing here, dude? Just get out of here. We don't want to be friends with you. And it's like, oh yeah, funny dude, like funny joke. So I look back and I was probably like that character, just joking. Not understanding these cues. And so at that point it was like I had dealt with a lot of the bullying. I did have at one point though, like, you know, a depression dive because some of the bullying got worse later as school went on, and it got more physical. And then I ended up taking this Concerta stuff. Well, that's what I was saying with the over processing in the brain, and then giving in person on.
What is that? I don't even know what that is.
So it's Ritalin, Adderall, basically, but it's like an older form that's time released. But it's basically like giving somebody on the spectrum speed. So it's basically like, hey, your brain's super fast. Let's speed it up more.
Holy shit.
So it's like, let's double it. Like, and that's what it was doing.
Did it make it worse?
It made my brain worse. Like I was at the point where like I couldn't differentiate thought from thought in my own brain. I couldn't think straight.
That's a huge misdiagnose.
And then like I ended up, and that's the one thing too, is like a lot of pharmaceuticals usually have the opposite effect on people on the spectrum, or it doesn't work at all. So it's like, but they gave that to me, and so that was my story about the over processing and
you just got even more annoying.
No. It put me into a spiral. So like I ended up having an OD. I ended up almost committing suicide.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because of that, it was because of those things. So that's where I get to the understanding of like, I know I'm not the only person who dealt with that. There's other people out there who deal with it, but it's like, so that sped me up. The wrong medicine they gave me. Then I'm a young kid not understanding, oh, this will just go away. I just have to wait it out. It's just medicine, because I'd never taken it.
How old were you when you were started taking it?
14.
14, okay. So high school?
No. 14 turning 15.
Maybe like freshman?
I was 14 turning 15, yeah. It was right after my ninth grade or 8th grade, yeah. So freshman. But yeah, and then that's why I was like, and so I ended up, and it was crazy because I didn't know, and I just waited out. So, but that's what I was getting at. The over processing kicks in all of those negative thoughts, and then it's just boom, 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 boom in your head, and then it's just like, so for me, I was this young kid thinking like, I don't know that I can just wait this drug out, and then I'm just like, well, I kind of want all this chaos in my head to end. I want to, I don't want to. So I ended up just down in a bunch of blood pressure medicine, dude, and just like trying to like just die. And then one of the weird things though is like I actually had that life flash before my eyes moment. So that's what got me to stand up and go do something to be like that saved my life. Basically, like I said something to my parents to rush me to the hospital to save my life, because there was a point where I was just like, I got all these slides and this flash before my eyes, and then it was just like all these things that I was going to miss out on. So they're future things. They weren't past things. It was all future stuff. And so in my head, I was just like, well, I guess I can't do this. And then I think there was something that I saw in there vividly, because everything, slowing down. When you take like a blood pressure medicine, it's weird. It's like really weird. It slows you down, and then you can feel your heart slowly stop beating. it's a weird thing, but like, and then those slides were kind of getting slower too, and it's weird. So I was like seeing certain ones a little longer. But it was a really weird feeling. But
and how old were you when that happened?
14.
Oh,
yeah,
same age?
Well, turning 15. That was when it happened.
Okay.
It was the same time. It all happened like really short. I think I took like.
So you took the Ritalin.
I think I took like
then...
2 doses of the Ritalin.
Jesus Christ, and that soon. Fuck.
I'd taken like
That's
the second
crazy,
dose
dude.
and then that, but
it just drives me nuts how easily these doctors hand out
for sure.
pharmaceuticals like that.
For sure.